What up, everybody? This is B, and this is going to be a video about AAA School of Trucking in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Not Philly, all right? Only in Harrisburg. I've only been to the one in Harrisburg. I've not been to the one in Philly. So, um, yeah. But, yeah, I just graduated. So, this is my review of AAA School of Trucking in Harrisburg. And this is going to be, I'm going to tell you the information that that you need for those of you who are trying to go there. But basically it's not in Harrisburg City, but it's like right near. So it's basically Harrisburg. But all right, so the school is, I want to say, 5,500. Now, you can put 3,500 down. You don't have to pay the whole 5,500 if you don't want to. You could put $3,500 down, which is cool. You know what I mean? That'll save you some bread, you know. And then you won't have to pay them. I think I put the money down on, I want to say, November, I think. And after that, and my class started November 27th, and I don't have to make a payment for the trucking school until like February or March. I want to say March. Yeah, it's like March. So they give you time to make a payment, and I think that my payment is like maybe like 180 or something like that. They give you time to excuse the train, y'all. But hold on, jeez. Terrible, loud ass train. But okay, but all right. So yeah, schools in near Harrisburg. You can put $3,500 down. You don't have to pay the whole 5,500. You will be on like a payment plan though. You won't have to make your first payment until like a few months after, because they give you time. The school is for, they have it two ways as far as the schedule. Like the basically it could be 2 months or it could be a month. Now, your classes, they have night classes. They don't have day classes at all. It's from 5:30 p.m. to 10:45 p.m. Your actual class, your school. You got yard. That's where you're going to be driving the trucks and doing your maneuvers and doing your pre-trips and all of that. Now, 2 months, or they do a month or 2 months. All right, 2 months is you're going to be doing your school, which is 5:30 to 10:45 p.m. 5 hours. That's going to be for a month, 4 weeks. It all depends on. It also depends on if your instructor, Beth, she's cool. But it all depends if she's sick. You only got one instructor, which is her. If she's sick, she calls out, then you're going to miss a day. You can always make it back up, but that could add a day on, you know, to your weeks that you already got with the school that you got to make up. So, and then after that, after you test out of, you know, the actual school part, the classroom part, you can go to the yard. Now that's more for like people who don't, who are basically working, basically, you know what I mean? A lot of Amazon people go there, you know what I mean? Like a lot of them. So, or you could do, no, yeah, the yard is from 12 to 5, but you know, you could leave earlier if you wanted to, you know what I mean? Like you don't really have to stay all the way till 5. Now the month, this is more so for the people who aren't working. Now when you're doing the month version of the trucking school, like I just said, the yard is first, Well, you're gonna have to go to school first, the actual classroom, for a week. They won't let you actually do the actual yard first. You have to go to class for a week, and then they'll send you out to the yard the following week after. So the yard is from, like I said, it's from 12 to 5, and then you got school from 5:30 to basically 10:45. So yeah, but they'll let you leave the yard earlier so you can get to school because they know you gotta go to class. The yard is about 45 minutes, I want to say, north from the actual class, the actual school. The yard and the school are at separate places. They're not at the same place. All right. So yeah, so that's for the month part, the month version. All right. Like I said, go to your first week of school, you do that, and then that following week, the second week, you could do the yard and then the school. And then you can't test out of the yard until your school is finished. The actual classroom part is finished. So you can go to the yard and bang everything out. You know what I mean? But if you ain't past your classroom, you're not gonna phase out of yard. You gotta pass your classroom first. You gotta make sure you don't have to have your learner's permit when you start the actual school. You could actually get it right after, you know what I mean? And you gotta have it though before you actually go to the yard. You gotta have your DOT, your drug test, and all of that. All right. Now, getting to, like I said, I did the month part. I did the month version of it. So, yeah, it took me like, I want to say 5-6 weeks because my instructor, Beth, basically, she caught COVID. So, for like she was out for a whole week. So that tacked on more time. So, all right, get off of that. The actual classroom, your first day is going to be cool. Beth's going to be making jokes. She's going to basically, it's going to be a chill day. You know what I mean? She's not really going to put a lot on you on your first day. But then, second day on, you're going to be doing chapters. She's going to be going through everything, bro. She's a very good instructor, classroom instructor, bro. So, yeah, she's very illustrious. I don't know if that's the word to use. Like, she illustrates everything. You know what I mean? She tells jokes. She tells you stuff from her experience. And, yeah, like, she's real cool. She's going to make sure you know what it is to drive a truck as far as the classroom version. You know what I mean? So you're going to know your driver logs, your basically how to read a map. They're going to teach you about everything involving a truck. Like the whole CDL manual, she's going to go through all those chapters. Hence 4 weeks. So, and then after that, let's say you're doing a 2-month, right? You go to yard. Yard is like I said, it's like 45 minutes away. So you go to yard. Now that's from, like I said, 12 to 4, 12 to 5, however, you can leave if you want to, as long as you get your reps in. Now, when you first get to yard, you gotta do pre-trip. And I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. Study y'all pre-trip. When y'all get to the classroom, when y'all first start your classroom, because you gotta start your classroom first before anything. Beth is gonna give you a book, like a little booklet, a little laminated book. It's like maybe like 20 pages, but it has like all the information you need, phone numbers and people you need to call and stuff like that. That has your pre-trip information in there. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, study it seriously, because when you get to the yard, you will not be able to drive a truck unless you figure out the pre-trip. The instructors, Denny and Matt, they're going to help you, and then other people's going to help you as well, like the other students who are there. So study that, get a head start and study it. like memorize everything, because once you get there, like I said, they're going to give you like a week or few days to get through the pre-trip, and they're going to actually check and see if you know the pre-trip from front to back before you even think about hopping in that damn truck. So that's what I'm saying. Go ahead and study your pre-trip. For those of you who are going to AAA, when you get there, you start the classroom first, and you think about doing yard, like everything in a month. You're not working. Study the pre-trip. Get a head start. Even if you're doing a 2-month, get a head start. Study your pre-trip. Now, after that, then you're going to start maneuvers. Your first maneuver is going to be a straight line back. Now, I didn't know this before I got there, but they're only doing 2 maneuvers. Straight line back, that's first. You got to get past that first. And your second one is a reverse offset. Now, it took me a little minute to figure that one out. The reverse offset, y'all gonna figure it out. Y'all can look it up on YouTube, but it's basically an offset, parallel, and a straight line back all in one. It's like a hybrid maneuver. You know what I'm saying? So that is your last maneuver. Then you gotta do air brakes. They're gonna show you how to do that. Now you gotta study your air brakes too, and your in-cab inspection. In-cab is easy. It's only like 5-6 things you gotta memorize and figure out, and know how to inspect the windshield, mirrors, and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But the air brakes, study that, and then you're gonna have to actually do that too. That's gonna all be a part of your test, your driver test. Once you finish everything, you do your pre-trip. You ace that. It's like a check. They're gonna check you. They're gonna see if you know your pre-trip. You ace that. It's not an actual test. It's just like a check. And then you go do the maneuvers, straight line back. Once you got the straight line back down, they're gonna move you forward to the reverse offset. Once you have that down, they're gonna have you doing like a not the reverse offset, but the air brakes. And then they're gonna have you driving out on the road. You know what I mean? And that can scare people because you're driving a big old truck. You know what I mean? And you gotta figure out the size and get used to the size of the truck. So, all right. My pros and cons of AAA School of Trucking. First and foremost, I actually love AAA School of Trucking. For one, I got a little list. All right, my pros. Beth is very detailed. She's a great instructor. You know what I mean? She's a little abrasive, but she's cool as hell. She's gonna make sure you know everything you need to know. And when I say abrasive, I don't mean that in like a negative way. I mean like, you know, she's been out on the road. She was a truck driver, you know what I mean? And, you know, in a male dominated field, and you're a female, you know, it could get a little tricky out there on the road, and you know what I mean? And she's been trucking for years, so she had to become a little tough, you know what I mean, to deal with these guys out here over the road and these tricky, sticky situations, you know what I mean? So, but she's cool as hell. She basically has a lot of jokes and stories. She's funny, but she's gonna make sure you know what the hell you're doing. She's gonna make sure everything you need to know, especially what goes on in that CDL manual, that book. You know what I mean? So ask questions, she don't mind. She's gonna let you know. She's gonna make sure you're good. If you're not good, you're not gonna get out of there. And I haven't seen anybody who wasn't good and didn't get up out of there, unless they just missed days on their own. You know what I mean? So yeah, if you basically need to miss a day or whatever, just call ahead. But hey, because you're the one that's gonna have to make it up. You know what I mean? So, and don't be late. If you're gonna be late, let them know ahead of time. Hey, I'm gonna be 10 minutes late or whatever like that. And they'll let you know, hey, you might as well stay home. Which they've never done that. I've been late a few times, so yeah, everything was cool. All right. Yeah, so she's very knowledgeable, Beth. So yeah, she's really knowledgeable. But all right, past the classroom. Like I said, $3,500 down for tuition. That's cool. That's really cool. You don't need a cosign or anything. You know what I mean? As long as you sign that contract that you're going to pay after a few months after you finish school, and you're good. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's pretty decent. So you don't have to put that whole $5,500 down, because not a lot of people have $5,500, man. I'm trying to tell you, people don't be having that, man. You know that it's expensive, man. And some people can be like, "Oh man, is this 50?" No, it's $5,500, man. A lot of people have it. But all right, move past that. Yard instructors, cool as hell. I had no major problems with them at all. You know what I mean? There is an older guy named Denny. He's an older cat. Matt, he's relatively young. They're knowledgeable as hell, and they're gonna teach you. If you are having a hard time, figuring stuff out, go to them, let them know, hey, I'm having a hard time figuring it out. I need more help. I needed more help with the reverse offset, because, man, I was not getting it. I was like, man, I might just want to phase out in the CDLB, man, because I was not getting it at all. And like it just got a little iffy for me, you know what I mean, for that maneuver. But yeah, they're gonna teach you everything you need to know. They're gonna make sure you know how to move that truck. I was scared as hell. I was nervous before I started driving school, because I was like, man, backing is hard, man. Like, that is hard. Like, I did a little stint at a rail yard, and I could not back for shit. But they teach you, man. You're gonna know how to back. You're gonna know how to drive a truck. Trust and believe me, you're gonna know, because you're gonna have a lot of practice. Not a lot of practice on the driving on the road part. You're gonna get a few times on the road, but the maneuvers, you're gonna get a lot. You're gonna get a lot. All right, now another pro. They have like job placement in a way. Basically, they have like partnerships with these companies, these CDO trucking companies. So these guys are going to come in. The recruiter's going to come in. They're going to talk to you. They're going to give you the information, pamphlets, and stuff like that. And they're going to talk to you, let you know about the jobs and everything they have and all that. So companies that came in, Feasers came in. That's a food company. That's basically a food service company. You're going to be dropping off food and stuff to restaurants and stuff like that. Then you got Schneider. You got Werner. Then you got McElroy, the flatbed. I believe that's it. That's all I can remember. So yeah, they're gonna come in, and at the school they're gonna have like a table full of like pamphlets and stuff of jobs, different companies that they have partnerships with, that actually hire CDL graduates out of that school. So that's a big pro. That is a big pro, like for real, because some schools, they don't have that at all. You got to figure it out on your own. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's a big pro. But I'm thinking of another pro. That's about everything. As far as the cons, the yard is made of gravel and dirt, like rocks and dirt. Now the rocks aren't like everywhere. It's like, it's basically paved rock, but it's not like a paved road. You know what I mean? It's like paved gravel. It's gravel, and when it rains a lot, you are screwed, because it starts to get really muddy at the yard, and they're not going to want to tear up the yard that much. That's my con. I hated that fact. I hated that part. The yard, the actual makeup of the yard is terrible. I don't like that at all. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it does put you in precarious situations, and it makes you a better a truck driver, I would say. As far as, well, we were only doing maneuvers at the yard. We were not actually driving around the yard. We're just doing maneuvers. But yeah, that it was good. It was bad, but it was also good because it puts you like, you have like little potholes here and there, and you will have to, finesse your way into certain situations, especially with the reverse offset. You know what I mean? So you gotta basically figure out, all right, dang, I just hit a pothole. Not really a pothole. It was like little divots in the ground. You know what I mean? And you gotta, like sometimes your tire is gonna spin a little bit trying to get out of that. You know what I mean? We never got stuck or anything like that, but that's just, yeah, that's one of the only cons. Is like the yard, man. Like it's made of gravel. Or these other schools, they have a actual paved, you know, a road for, you know, paved road for their yard. So, which is a lot better. Yeah, because you don't have to worry about all that crap, you know. But another con, um, it's a con, but it's manageable. It's nothing really. But the instructors, like when you're messing up a lot, they could get a little frustrated. You know what I mean? Nothing crazy. They're not gonna curse you out or nothing like that. They could just get a little frustrated, and I just think they could just taper off on that a little bit because they gotta realize, what I mean, we're basically puppies. We need training wheels. Basically, little kids learning how to ride a bike. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's the those are the cons that I have for right now. I'm thinking of any. Oh, also another thing. You have up to a year. You have up to a year to actually finish school. All right, that's another good thing. Now, I'm not waiting no damn year to finish school, but you have up to a year to finish, to come and do everything you need to do. So, yeah, just so you know. And also, um, if you fail your test, your actual driving test, which consists of air brakes, pre-trip, your maneuvers, skills, and your driving your on the road test. You have 3 times to fail. If you fail 3 times, you got to go back and get another permit, and then come back to the yard so you can start over again. So yeah, um, just letting you know about that. The school was cool, man. Great. Gets a great rating from me. You know what I mean? Because I didn't learn. I mean, I didn't know anything about trucking. I was a little nervous. I'm like, man, I don't know if I'll be able to do it. You know what I mean? I wasn't really too scared about driving on the road, but it's just the maneuvers, the backing part, man. I'm talking about before I actually got there. I was a little nervous about the backing. I'm like, oh, I don't know if I could do it, but this school's supposed to teach me, so I'm gonna learn, and hopefully y'all figure it out. And I was nervous as hell, man. And I was definitely nervous about that pre-trip too. Like that pre-trip, man, when they first gave it to me, they said, hey, you gotta figure all this, you gotta study all this, and you gotta point to everything. Yeah, I was like, because my memory ain't that sharp, but after you study it, you keep repeating it over and over again, over and over again, over and over again, it's gonna get stuck in your head. And as long as you know where everything is, which they'll show you, it's not hard, man. It's not hard. You'll figure it out. If I can figure it out, when I used to have ADHD when I was young, I know you can figure it out unless you got amnesia or dementia or something. So yeah, man, that's my review of AAA School of Trucking. Basically, man, they get it 5 stars out of me. 5 stars, man. Even with the little 2 cons they have, it's really nothing, because you can manage it. You can move past it. You know what I mean? Hopefully, if they watch this video, hopefully they like, you know what? Let's go ahead and get a paved actual yard. You know what I mean? Instead of that gravel crap. But if they don't, it's gonna make you a better driver anyway, because it's gonna put you in a more precarious situation. I'm like, you know what? Oh man, I'm getting a little stuck here. Let me get my let me go ahead and, and get on back there. It's gonna make you a better maneuver. It's gonna make you better at skills doing that. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, that's my video about AAA School of Trucking in Harrisburg, not Philly, and hopefully this this video helps you guys out who's thinking about going there. And if y'all have any questions at all, go to the comments. You know what I mean? And put some questions in there, and I'll definitely get back with y'all, man. And don't be afraid. Seriously. Take care. Be safe out there, and I hope y'all go there and you know, get y'all CDL, man, for real, because it's going to change your lives, man. But yeah, take care.